Charcuterie boards are a visually stunning and versatile shared appetizer that have recently grown in popularity and have evolved far beyond meat and cheese boards. I'm going to show you how to put together a beautiful vegetarian charcuterie board with pastrami-cured portobello mushrooms, cured and smoked peppered beets, smoked celeriac and wild mushroom terrine, pickled vegetables, tomato chutney, and more. You don't need to make an entirely vegan board like I did here, but adding just some of these plant-based elements to a traditional charcuterie board makes it much more plant-forward and unique for your guests. We're going to begin by making this really versatile brine, which can be used to bring out the flavor in all sorts of vegetables. In a sauce pot, add water, kosher salt, Knorr professional liquid concentrated vegetable base for a kick of umami, agave syrup for some sweetness, peppercorns, a bay leaf, and some crushed garlic. Bring this mixture to a boil, then allow it to cool completely. Once the brine is cooled, we'll use it to make these pastrami-cured portobello mushrooms. In a mixing bowl, combine the brine with some tamari. Add cleaned and trimmed portobello mushroom caps and brine for 24 hours. After they've marinated, I've gone ahead and drained and rinsed my portobello caps. Here, I have a mixture of ground coriander and pepper. Coat the mushroom caps with that mixture. Next, smoke the mushroom caps at 180 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. I'm using an outdoor smoker, but you can also use a hotel pan smoker. Allow the smoked mushroom caps to cool enough to handle and slice the caps on a bias. Set these aside. Next up, we'll use our same marinade to make these cured and smoked peppered beets. I've cooked these beets sous vide at 185 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 to 3 hours. Then allowed them to chill. Place the beets in the brine to marinate overnight. Drain and rinse the beets. Next, roll the beets in ground black pepper to coat them. Slice the beets 1/8 inch thick and lay them out on a wire rack. Smoke the sliced beets at 180 degrees Fahrenheit for 1.5 hours. Set these aside and allow them to cool. Another item I'm adding to my charcuterie board is this smoked celeriac and wild mushroom terrine. Let me show you the different components of the terrine and how to put it together. First, I have Swiss chard that I've blanched and laid out on plastic wrap. Go over this with a rolling pin to make sure it's very flat and compressed. Line a terrine mold with the plastic wrap chard. Then, remove the top layer of plastic. Mix together the smoked celeriac potato puree and sautéed mushrooms and spinach. Right before putting the terrine together, mix in some prepared agar-agar. That's going to be the binding agent for my terrine. Go ahead and layer in the celeriac puree mixture. Level off the top and fold any excess greens over the top. Press down gently to remove any bubbles. Refrigerate the terrine for at least 1 hour. Once chilled, gently remove the terrine from the mold and cut it into 1/4 inch thick slices. Remove the plastic wrap after slicing. Now that we have our different components ready, let's put our board together. First, I'll fan out the slices of pastrami-cured portobello mushrooms. I'll set out the smoked celeriac and wild mushroom terrine slices. Next, I have some condiments that pair really well with the flavors on this board. First, here I have some Hellmann's vegan mayonnaise blended with hot honey. I have some My Old Style mustard. I have some vegan cheese made out of cashew butter. And lastly, I have some sweet and tangy house-made roasted heirloom tomato chutney. Next, I'll place down the cured and smoked peppered beets. I have some pickled carrots and garlic cloves here. And finally, I'll add some toasted bread. The board looks great. This charcuterie board will give your customers a fun and engaging dining experience and allow you as a chef to use your creativity.